Are you looking for a deeper sense of purpose and direction in life? Do you feel like something is missing or that your goals aren't quite right? I've been there, and having these tools that I'm going to outline will help you easily define or refine your why. When I say why, I talk about a sense of purpose, something that motivates you and provides momentum. Your why sets your mission. It helps guide your decision making. It fuels that motivation and passion for life, and ultimately reveals to you who you truly are. It's like a mirror to look within. So how do you find out what your why is? This will outline 5 quick steps for you to follow. Step 1, reflect on your passions and interests. Ask yourself, why do I enjoy doing what I do, regardless of 4 things: age, cost, energy, and context. Now, pay attention to your feelings as you think about these questions. It doesn't have to satisfy each of these all together, whatever your why is, but it should bring increased clarity to each of these. These are all good signs that you're headed in the right direction if you feel that aha moment. For me, this has always been and will always be music, and I'll take it through each of those 4 things for you. I can remember it igniting a fire in me from an early age, and I seek it out regardless and in spite of the costs. That's 2 right there, age and cost. It both takes energy and it energizes me. And I enjoy music in nearly every context and social setting that I'm in. So for me, it's music, it's my 4 things: age, cost, energy, and context. But if you stop at step 1 here, for these 5 steps to finding your why, that thing, for me, it's music. It can fall short of being your why, and it can just kind of be an idol, or it can be something that loses its value. I'll explain further. So here's step 2 to 5 quick steps to finding your why. It's identifying your core values. And your core values are the principles or beliefs that guide your behavior, decisions, and actions. And I talk a lot about money on this channel, and having money is great. I mean, it's something that empowers you, and it can be liberating and all these kind of things. But just money for itself, it's got to be tied to something. You got to have money to do something with it. And so your core values and principles are the thing that guides you towards what that purpose is. It's like any kind of goal. It could be an educational goal. It could be a physical goal and fitness. So when you think about what you value most in life and what qualities you prioritize and strive for daily, here's 4 questions to identify your deepest values. And so the first question I always encourage people to ask, and things I ask myself, are, what do I fear losing the most? A lot of people say, what do you value the most? But fear's a great motivator. What do you fear losing the most? What do you hold on to that's most important? And number 2, what or who do I turn to when I'm making a decision? So we all often ask for advice somewhere, even if you live under a rock and you're all alone, you don't have any friends or family, then you should probably still go to the internet at least. You're scrolling Reddit to find answers to your questions, or if you're making a decision in life. And so the third question is, what do all the people that I look up to have in common? And so there's a list. I keep an actual list of people that I emulate or idolize or look up to in a certain field, or if I have a goal in mind. And so I actually keep a list of them. Sometimes I keep links if they have content that they create online, or if they have social media pages that I can follow and see what's going on in their life and try to do what they do. And the 4th question is, what do all the people that bother me or that I don't like have in common? And so all of us have pet peeves, and knowing what is some of your triggers will help add clarity to some of the things that you do value. And so sometimes for me, it's cleanliness. I try to keep it relatively clean around here, and it bothers me when I see someone not taking care of themselves. And so that's just an example of knowing what my pet peeve is and having it reveal something that I value. Your answers reveal what your values are. Start simple and rank your values in priority order. So for me, cleanliness isn't the top priority, but it's pretty high up because it leads to other things. It's kind of like making your bed in the morning can lead to making better decisions later in the day. And to be honest, I don't even make my bed in the morning. It's not a great example. I just get up and go. So your values for work, family, faith, they may all differ, but they will all have similar themes. And the theme is what's most important. For example, my values for work are three things: quality, speed, and growth. This is the trifecta that has worked for me when it comes to my work values. When I think of quality, I think of those that have mastered what I do and how they maintain their service in their customers so well. It's not just about the product, but the relationships with their clients. They have mastered it, and the quality of their work is the highest caliber. That's who I want to look to and emulate. And so the top value for me is quality. The second is speed. Speed is efficiency, it's innovation, it's momentum towards whatever the short-term and the long-term goals are, but never at the expense of quality. So this is the priority ranking that I'm talking about. You start out with quality, then you go to speed, and then the final there is growth. If you're not growing, you're dying. But if your growth and you grow too fast that it costs you speed or quality, it's not worth the growth. So that's the easy, if I have an opportunity for growth and revenue, I look at it and I say, is this going to slow me down or measurably decrease the quality of my overall work? And if the answer is yes, it's not worth the growth. But if I can grow, and then I can grow fast, and then it can increase the quality of my work, that's an unstoppable force. Now, step 3, look for patterns in past experiences. This is the third step for the 5 quick steps to finding what your why and your purposes is. You're going to be looking for patterns. What are your mountaintop moments? Analyze those moments from past experiences where you felt particularly fulfilled or accomplished. If I spend all day at my desk, alone at work, and then I have a conversation or my kids come running in, that's the best part of my day. When my kids come into my office or when they come home from school, it's just the best. And those are my mountaintop moments in the day. And it's something that I always pay attention to. It catches my attention. Note any common threads between those experiences, such as helping others achieve their goals, solving complex problems, or just how you feel in the moment. Your feelings can be a great reflection about what you truly think on the inside. For example, you may have noticed that you found a lot of satisfaction when mentoring junior staff or helping people learn a new skill or teaching someone in your job. Or you enjoyed volunteering for social causes more than anything else and felt really energized when you were helping those in need. The real value lies in the content. It's not just about what you're doing, but where you are, who you're with, and how you got to that point, all leading to your why. Step 4 to the 5 quick steps to finding your why is to visualize your ideal future. Michael Phelps is the athlete with the most Olympic gold medals of all time. He would always wear headphones walking towards the pool before a race. This is something that you see most elite athletes doing these days. It's iconic. A lot of them, you got your Beats by Dre on and you're playing your playlist. I remember the hype that was around the music that he picked, and that you could go and find a playlist when he was in, I think it was like the Beijing Olympics, and almost entirely hip hop with a couple of random like Eric Church country songs mixed in there. It wasn't about the music. He was blocking out all the distractions and picturing every single stroke for his upcoming race. That visualization can be an incredibly powerful tool for understanding what truly matters to you and the direction that you want to take in life. And so this step for finding your why is to visualize yourself 5 or 10 years from now, living a fulfilling life of purpose, living out your passions, your interests, really identifying and embodying your core values. And so what does that look like? How do you feel when you visualize yourself 5 to 10 years from now? And ask yourself questions. Hey, future self 10 years from now, what is it that you really care about? What do you fear losing? Ask yourself those questions from the earlier steps. Take time to get into the details. Think about your relationships, your career, your lifestyle, and your environment. Who are you spending the most time with? What kind of work are you doing? Imagine you or someone you love giving a speech about your life's work. How does the speech make you feel when someone's talking about you? Rewrite that speech until you feel satisfied. I often remind myself that tombstones never describe how someone felt about themselves. They just describe a person based on their relationships to others, like a fearless leader, a beloved husband, a loving mother. Having a vivid picture of your ideal future can help you really identify your why and clarify the direction that you want your life to go. Step 5, craft your personal mission statement. All right, this is a really important one and definitely not one to skip. Craft a personal mission statement encapsulating your why by incorporating all the insights from the previous steps. Here's 5 questions to ask yourself when you're making your own mission statement. What's the common theme? Like, what are the theme and all the values and all the context of what I value most? Number 2, what do all my passions, interests, values, and future vision that I have for myself all have in common? Again, we're looking for patterns there. Number 3, what is the deeper purpose or motivation? What is it that I fear losing, or what do I see other people have that I really want? Who's it with? Where is it? Sometimes if you can put a number to it, that's a really key value there in your goals. And number 5, how would I describe my true identity? What does what I want say about myself, about who I am? Your mission statement should be concise and specific enough to guide your future decisions while remaining flexible as you continue to grow. For example, this is what my mission statement would look like today in my life. I'm dedicated to deepen my faith, to develop personally, to grow professionally, and to support and love my family fully. I especially encourage something that each value uses actionable words like learn, grow, and support, and that lead from one to the next. Keep your mission statement visible in places where you'll see it often, on your fridge or on your phone background as a wallpaper. Referring to it regularly can help keep you focused on what truly matters to you. Like any good mantra, the simpler it is, the better. It should be easy to remember. Finding your why is a challenging task. It requires deep introspection, reflection, and self-awareness. It takes time and persistence, and your why will likely shift as you grow and evolve. And a lot of people get paralysis by analysis. They think, oh, this isn't quite right, it's not perfect. It's taken me years to define just my simple trifecta for work, where it's quality, it's speed, and it's growth. Those 3 words, it's taken me years to really refine that down into something simple. And it may change, it probably will change. The effort is worth it. By uncovering what your why is, you'll learn what matters most to you. You'll have a greater sense of motivation and resilience that will help guide you through all aspects of life. When you're making decisions, you can rely back on what's my why. Most importantly, knowing your why leads to a more meaningful life. Knowing your passions, interests, and values are fully aligned. That alignment is key. If you're married, you should have a why together. You should be able to have a mission statement together as a family. And this is where a lot of people fall short with their family finances because they're not doing it together. They don't have aligned vision for themselves as a couple. So I encourage you to do this with your spouse, or you're with your partner, or if you have someone really special in your life. And even if you're just doing it for yourself, ask friends or family for their input, because honestly, it's like looking in a mirror when you hear someone describe who you are from their perspective. It's perfectly okay. It's even normal to feel lost and confused in the process. It's all part of the journey of finding out who you are and exploring your why. You're going to eventually gain clarity if you keep your mind open to the new perspectives and experiences that this is going to uncover. Your why is going to grow with you. As you get older and you gain more experiences, those lessons will change and evolve your purpose and who you are. They kind of affect you and grow you and imprint on you. So challenge yourself to learn something new every day. Try out different hobbies, volunteer for causes that speak to you, and have conversations with people you meet, new people. It's going to be great. They don't have to be your best friend, but you can definitely learn something from everyone you come across. Doing so will help you provide insights that will help you better understand yourself and ultimately uncover your own why.